Good evening, YouTubers. Welcome to episode 125 of Shrigleytube TV. Massive thank you for joining me tonight. Really do appreciate you coming to watch what we've got for you. Just a week of complete messing, moving stuff around, trips to scrapyards. The only good thing about this week is at the end, I found some TV gold, which I've stolen off the internet and placed on the end of this video. Hence why it's so long. It's like 3/4 now, but honestly, it's worth waiting for. I hope you enjoy it. What I'll say is thank you very much for the comments. Enjoyed reading all of them, and apologies, the video from Anglesey 2002 hasn't come to light yet. I've had problems transferring the data from a stick to the computer, and then by accident I ran over the computer with my Audi. So yeah, it wasn't the best productive week in that area, but I will get to terms with it next week, and we'll get it uploaded for you. So thanks for clicking on. Really appreciate you coming to watch what I've got to show you. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll look forward to seeing you one night next week when I get the video uploaded about Anglesey. Bye for now. Good evening, YouTubers. It's Sunday night shift at Leafy Cheshire site. These are my pigeonholes, and obviously they've had all sorts of rubbish in them, and my fingers pointing the wrong way, you can see. So I've got myself some hot water and some soap. Thought it's no point just vegetating in front of the TV watching that I'm a Celebrity get me out of here. Thought I've just got to go. So I've driven up here, 22 minutes from my house. Thought that was pretty good. Not a bad run at all, no traffic. So at least I know how long it's going to take me to get here on a clear run now. That was all good. I'm going to clean these shelves, start loading them up, ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow's a busy day. We've got Bernie coming, and we've got Andy the handyman coming to connect the water up, so it'll be a good day tomorrow. Okay, quick update, chaps. It's getting on a bit late now. My mucky water there, managed to get my shelves a bit cleaner. I've just stopped. I've been going through my box of second-hand bearings that I've had kicking round. I hadn't got a clue what I'd got, to be honest. But I've just come across this and it made me chuckle. I got a lot of stuff off from me and Carter's wife. It was in the garage for a long time. And there was lots of boxes like this, used in practice only. 15 minutes, main standard, big ends at 20. And they're all labelled upper and lower. Surprising, it's a tin alley bearing, but lead copper mains. Anyway, maybe we'll find a home for them, or we'll just keep them as sort of memorabilia for now. But yeah, bit of progress, bit more clutter. I've done about 5 boxes, so yeah, getting there slowly. Progress in the right way. Good morning, YouTubers. Nice and gloomy here in St. Retford. Just moved the big van. Gonna empty this unit today, all the engines out. We're not even gonna worry about anything else. I've got Bernie coming down, so he's gonna take some wiring out. I better actually take that engine off the dyno as well, which I've been threatening to take off for the last 4 days. So I've actually got some space in here. Just been stripping my shelving. We'll get all this out as well, as much as we can in the van today. Full load before we go to Leafy Cheshire, probably around dinner time. Anyway, I'll report back when I've got something exciting to tell you. Really good, productive morning. Got some old engines out. This frame here,
we got 240.
is originally from the competition department. I got this for me in Carter's place. Bernie's been working like a Trojan. Look, even more space in the workshop. We've got Mike's engine in the dyno, off the dyno, and in the back of the van. He's the best thing ever happened to you, that lad, Andy. He's such an hard worker.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't say that.
Bloody hell, yeah.
Look, Mike's engine's in now. Andy.
You can't say anything.
No, just be natural, without swearing.
It is natural. What do you mean, be natural and don't swear?
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
swear on the TV.
Yeah, after 10 o'clock. This is on at 7 on a Sunday. The kids can watch this.
Is that the audience you're going for, children?
Oh my God. Hey, Bernie. Bernie's done a recycling collection. All this wiring is from the old unit and them lights, because I bought them. And it's going to go in the new unit. So also, we've made space in here because we've had to put the green Escort in here. Get all this. Big weigh-in day tomorrow. All these chairs are going to go to the scrapyard. I'm going to take my 6-cylinder Jaguar engine as well to the new unit. All the rest of it can go in the scrap. And then I've organised Big Bertha to be airlifted out of the roof on a big crane. But that's going to be probably in the new year. And I'm going to get this down and take it to my house as well. Anyway, well done, Bernie. Thanks for your efforts. We're going to head to Leafy Cheshire now. I'm afraid there's no coffee morning for another 3.5 weeks.
I can wait. I'm still full foot last one.
Just arrived at Leafy Cheshire. It's not quite sunny, but it's brighter. Andrew. Can I just ask a favour? If you're going to have a water burst today, do you think you could have it in such a way that you don't direct a jet of water at the three-phase power box?
Oh.
Now, Andy, I've been working hard and I've put the ramp in, but what I didn't tell you is that the ramp's the wrong way around. We need it. We need that in that other corner. Do you reckon we get a bar each and just spin it on the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, be easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Why don't we get another ramp and we could lift it on another ramp? Get the other ramp from the other unit.
No.
That on the...
Oh, you're just confusing the job. I'm
confusing the job.
I'll move some stuff and then we'll get unloading. Yep. But we won't load too much up though till we've spun it round. Let's celebrate some of your work. Look at this. You've ripped all that out, so now we're going to have... What's going there? Oh no, that's where my burner's going to go there.
Can we talk about recycling?
What have you recycled, mate? Tell me about what you've recycled.
I haven't recycled anything, but you want me to patch that up where the tiles are missing?
Yeah, I've got some
recycled tiles.
No, they're the new tiles.
Yeah.
They're just the wrong size.
Yeah, what size are they?
They're 6. No, they're 4x2.
Yeah.
You really need a 6x6.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, bit of Tetris.
Bit of creativity. Tetris, are they different colours?
No, but they're like beveled on the edge. They're posh ones from
I
our
know
house.
what you mean, from your house.
But I paid for them. I know what you're saying about the labour. It would be cheaper to get the right ones, but we're reusing things, mate. Manufacture is the biggest production of CO, and you know we need to be mindful of that. Don't have a new kitchen every 10 years because you can. Don't fly an oldie to Barbados because it's nice. Just go to Wales.
Just go to Wales and have a kitchen that looks like this.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
It'll look lovely with a bit of... It'll be all like Roman, won't it? Because like mosaic and that.
What we could do is we could get our kid in with a marker pen. We could paint every other tile black and it could look like a checkered flag.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my God, mate.
What's this bag of nails?
I just got to go...
Get on YouTube when I see this bag of nails.
What bag of nails?
Well, you said you've got a fresh bag of nails.
Oh, I have. I've got a bag of nails.
Not just
mate,
a box.
let's celebrate what you've done here, though. Look at this.
It's not that. I tell you what. People on YouTube,
Oh.
Nobody wants to see a working... Don't look in there. Don't go there.
Mate, it works, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's your... So...
It's a skill, isn't it? Like I say, you know what? I take it all back. Nobody wants to watch things that have gone right.
Yeah.
Which is why you're so popular on the internet.
Oh, you nasty man. Now, Bernie, absolute warrior, been helping me. We've got the ramp in the correct position, haven't we, Bernie? We're happy with it.
I just feel you moved it.
Yeah, well, you are the brains in the operation, which is the important thing. There's loads more wiring going on in the Bernie. Look at all this over here. More three-phase plug outlets. Look at that. Beautiful job. Oh, Andy. I was walking around the workshop last night and I found...
Oh, yeah, no, it's beautiful, that.
Well, it just matches this one.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
And I found this.
That's not mine.
No, but it's a stay dry.
What does that mean?
It's worth putting in the washing machine, isn't it? It's like a 15-20 quid, not hoodie, what they call it.
Actually, might be Ada's that.
Oh, is it? Right, you take that as well. I'm just glad to help, boys, you know? Yeah, look at that. Obviously, this was over here this morning, so we spun it through 180. Got it as close in as we can. We're just fitting all the little rollers. These are the guides that guide it up. This is the actual guide. This steel. Oh, no, not that. That's a lie. It's that bit. That's how the ramp is guided to the top. I'll show you on a different one. So, see these little rollers here? There's one there and there's one at the bottom. So as the ramp goes up, it's a really clever design. See this bar here? This bar drops into a hole. But you'll see the mechanism how it works. The hole's quite tight. It's a shame. I'll just turn the camera. That's better with the camera, so you can see that goes in that hole there. You see how it's just that spring loaded there. So if the cable were to snap, that spring loaded there jams. This is like a serrated bar through a very tight diameter tube. It's all in like quarter plate. It's all thick, and that would catch the ramp so that it couldn't come down and squash you. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Cracking ramp this. Everyone says, oh, get a modern ramp, get a little one that wheels round. But it's made in China. This thing's probably MOT'd about 1 million vehicles. It used to belong to a place called Ford Bits, who then became Porsche Part, my mate Alistair and John. And then I bought it off the person they sold it to. So it's done lots of work, but this is a 4-ton ramp, this. So we can probably even get the Iveco, you know, not my Iveco, my LDV on and give it a bit of a schultz underneath. Bernie's own time is escaping.
Past his bedtime.
Past his bedtime. Bernie, thank you very much for your efforts today. You've helped wherever he could, but check this out. Look at this for reuse. This is my favourite bit. Well, this one's good. So rather than having a chain, Bernie's reuse that, but look at this one. Wait, hey Andy, wait till you see this for reuse. This is the door lock off a toilet. It's got some quarter UNF nuts spacing it off the wall. Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's just, look at that, pure access. It's not that it's a recycling, Bernie, that's the important thing. We're recycling, we're being world friendly. Is it going in, Andrew?
I've made you an adapter for your tap.
Oh, mate.
On the floor.
It doesn't leak out.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I love it.
Look at that.
Perfect, that, mate. Call that a wrap. The ramp, on the third attempt at doing it, it's very complicated. It's actually incorrectly now. So we'll get power to it, some fresh hydraulic fluid, go up and down, let it self-center, then Andy will drill it into the floor.
All right, yeah.
Make it, can you make it ISO 5000 safe, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is that the ISO standard?
Absolutely. Got Mike's little piece of treasure. He's going to be talking to all these other little disciples alongside him, explaining how you can become a race engine if you try really hard and spend loads of money. Anyway, well, over and out, and big scrapyard day tomorrow in the Red Van. So a scrap, my mate runs a scrap place. He's got some goodies for me. Look at all these motors. Where do these go, Gilly? This is my mate Gilly. Gilly's my mate for a long time. When I first left Ingersoll Rand, Gilly was my boss at Joseph Hughes Tools, weren't you, Gilly?
Yeah. Right, come on.
Right, what are we doing? What's going on? Oh, right, boss man. That copper. Woo, woo. Where are we? Wow. It's a Sierra back beam, some doers.
Brand new doors.
Cracking that, mate, thank you. Good morning, it's Tuesday morning. Big clear out today. We're gonna go to the scrapyard with some metal, but this is like 6 years of paperwork that, according to my accountant, I don't need anymore because I've gone completely paperless and everything gets photographed and sent to the zero accountancy, so we don't need it anymore. But just found some little things that I thought might be of interest. I've managed to condense all of that into this little pile here, so that's all for the bin. I found an old invoice book, just laughing my head off. 6th of June 2014, imp sump, a tenner, postage, a set of 1040 wheel springs, £99, and they're double that now. Manifold gasket, a £5, postage £4. Jeez, the joys. Engine rebuild, paid transfer, John Danby Racing. That'll be the yellow imp of David Ellis's. Crikey. Benoy rebuild imp engine, £400, 2000. It might have been standard, that one. What's this one? DNS. Don't know what that one is. LDV cylinder head. Some we're doing all sorts this. Crikey. Anyway, Jimmy Mac, my mate. Jim, what's that? Engine build, most parts provided, 2k cash, 900 paid in. Wow. 2014, crazy. Anyway, that was when cash was around, that. I was going to show you some other stuff as well, just in case you got. This was one of the first engines I did for Simon Benoy, I think. It was his long-bodyed 998, and I photographed all the parts of the build and then gave him this, or I must have forgotten to give it him. I'm not very good at this, am I? But you can see we started off by welding the corner of the chamber up before we put valve seats in. This is going back years as well. Yeah, that's with the valve seats in before they got cut. Crikey. Now there it is. That was the first spacer plate. That was the very first type I did them slightly different after that. Arrow rods, Omega pistons. What was I machining there? That's when I was machining the liners to convert them to fit in the long rod. There's a top out liner, so we machined all this off and just made a hat at the top. That must have been Bob's lathe because it's a lot cleaner than mine. Kit'd be pleased to see that. There's the arrow piston and the Omega arrow rod and Omega piston. Standard crank back in them days. Used to snap. Look at this. More power than anything else in their class. Brilliant. And then this was another laugh. My V8 Hot Stocks driver's license for 2014. Crikey. That ended badly. We won't go into that now. It was basically I was rubbish at it. Yeah, so there you go. Bit of a. Oh, I've got some pics here as well. Just fast forward if you get involved. That's the car outside. That's me going to Jersey. That's the Dougmeister in the passenger seat. In the old P38 Range Rover, me and Timmy Time Bomb at the top of the hill. Oh, this is a good one. This is Mark Maynard in Jersey on the hill with his pal. Changing the gearbox on his race imp. There was gearbox oil everywhere. Bless him. And he got it all back together and missed the live demonstration anyway. So family ones. There's Russell, 10 years old. 10 now, they're about 5 there. The Hulsmeister. Toilet monster. Oh, my Audi. Love that car. I'll get back to it one day. I was going to pitch the space frame in, but we had to put them one upside down in the race box and get 2 in at the same time. My dad, loving the job there. My stock car. Oh, our stock car. God, look how fat I am there, crikey. One of that. Another Audi. Yeah, just basically. Oh, look at these. Linton twin cam head. Don't know where I've got them from. Don't know where that one's from either. Anyway, better stop waffling on. Chuckle. This is a robot that Russell made for me when he was at like 3 years old or something. And basically, we had a few problems with break-ins at the old unit. So when I moved to this one, he made me a robot to keep me safe. Or to keep the workshop safe. His arms fell off. But yeah, nice. Just to prove that I am on the heel. Look, this is my specialist nut and bolt department. I'm putting it into a recycle box to be sorted through at a later date. Oh, there's a tool there.
Is that? We're going to find that snap-on thing that you keep accusing me of.
Andy's going to remove the benches shortly. We've got a YouTube subscriber in the workshop. How you doing, Lee?
Not bad, not bad.
Are you okay after the operation?
I am, yeah.
Even though you've been absolutely horrible to me, I can just say how nice it is to see you.
I wouldn't want to change.
Don't change, mate. No one needs to change. You stay as you are. Glorious here in St. Retford today. I seem to have acquired an ice cream van outside the workshop. Help my mate, how are you doing?
I was alright because I got famous.
You got famous? Oh yeah, you're famous now, mate. Not wanted by the police or anything, are you?
Shit, got facial recognition.
I'm just about to do my first run to the scrapyard. What do you reckon? 25 quid. It's not worth a nail in the tyre, is it?
No.
But anyway, I'm just doing a video for my thing on Sunday. We've cleared some stuff. Andy's famous Volvo outside. Got road closure outside. Know what's going on over there. This is actually looking better since we cleared all the engines. We've got a clear path to the back now, so it is getting there. A lot of that scrap. Oh my goodness gracious me. Andy, I thought we were lifting the benches out in one piece. No, I'm joking, mate. Have you marked them all out so you know where each piece goes? It looks like
yeah.
it looks like a
it's
pile
labelled.
of labelled.
Yeah.
Have you done a diagram? Yeah, so you know how it goes back together.
We're going to paint it before we put it back in.
No.
Come on.
Mate, we're not building a church. We build race engines. We just need a bench that's clean.
Sure, it's a race engine. You painted it when you put it in here. You must have been thinking.
I was keener back then.
Right. Okay.
I only had one kid back then. Anyway, yeah, it was looking like we might have to have a bit of a fire, you know, and burn some of this paper. Or
Don't burn any of this wood.
no, I won't. Well, it looks like you've made good progress, mate. I'm going to go to the scrapyard and get some nails in my tyres. Jack, I think the throttle's stuck open on that.
No, it's my fault, that.
Was it?
No brakes on it, though, otherwise I'd do a burnout for you.
Are you testing the big end bolts for Andy?
Yeah, we'll just see how it's going.
What a shame, what a lovely car.
120,000 miles, is that a bid?
I can't afford it. What is it? XJ6, lovely that, isn't it? What a shame. Which engine is it?
Oh, stop. How do you stall an auto?
Is it a 6-cylinder?
I'm starting it.
Oh, you just killed it. You've upset it. Too much abuse. You killed it. You've upset it. That's your own fault, mate. Is it a 6-pot one, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's 5 now.
Oh dear. Okay, chaps, it's Wednesday, late after. No, it's not. What day is it today, Andy? Tuesday afternoon. We've made a separated scrap pile. This is all irony. No, this is the steel, and that's the irony alley. Honestly, everything's got knackered. There's nothing we can reuse, really. That's all steel. Andy's made a little saviour pile. What's this all about, Andy? Are you saving all that?
Mic stands.
Yeah. For microphones?
Yeah. Towel rail.
Towel rail? Your missus is so lucky. She's so lucky having someone like you. I know, there's quite a bit of irony alley in there. There's a rusty or aluminium oxidised LS block there. Just no point keeping it. Kept it for too long. No need to. Right, let's get to the scrapyard. I thought that was a car hanging from an IAB then, but it's an air freshener. Just waiting for my instruction where to go. I love these places, mate. So much, that's all the cars over there. Half them cars are better than what I drive every day. In fact, is that a Passat? Oh no, it's an Astra. Oh, thought I saw Percy Passat then. Right, chaps, well, I'm in the scrapyard still. It's 3:20. I came here straight from dinner. Not good. I should have just paid, or should have just given all this scrap to Jack. What a waste of time. I set the radar alarm off because I stopped in the middle of it because there was a car in front of me. But it doesn't say anyway, you must not stop in the radar detector. So then I had to join the back of the queue again, which was about 5 vans long. That didn't impress me. Then I've gone into the scrapyard. The guy said, drive over there, mate, and stick it there. So I drove over there, emptied all the scrap out. And then he comes over and says, you can't put it there, mate. It needs to be over there. So I said, well, what are we going to do? He says, you have to put it back in your van. So I've had to unload it, load it, and now I'm on the weigh bridge to weigh it so I can go and dump the irony alley. And I'm going to end up with about 70 quid. I'm just not happy. Not a good way. How you scrap lads make any money? My heart goes out to you. It must be tough. Okay, chaps, I've got over my anger issues from the scrapyard. I don't appear to have any flat tyres yet, so just came back and started emptying the container because I've now got access to it because all this is now gone, all the scrap pile. So obviously all these paintings have to go in the bin. It's just stuff I saved, and that's my compressor again. But there's my Comma TS3 engine. I love this thing. I did have it all up and running at one point. And many moons ago I had a VW LT31, which is a mid-engine thing. And I had this dream of fitting this gearbox on the end of the engine. I can't believe how far I've got with it. It looks like I've actually managed to machine the TS3 bell housing to take the Volvo gearbox. So And there's a little flywheel there, which I assume is the flywheel off the Volvo, which I was going to bolt into the inside of the big flywheel, which I have seen. Yes, it's down there. That's the big flywheel, excuse me. So we'll get this out on the forklift, straight into the back of the van, and hopefully we'll make time in the near future to give it a right good clean up and run it up. Maybe we'll strip it first, because it looks like the moisture's got to it. It's all been sweated in the back of it. It's not an ideal environment, a container for engines. Right, chaps, you couldn't make it up, could you? I'm halfway through loading. We've got the TS3 engine in the back of the big red van ready to go to the new unit tomorrow. And the stacker's died on me. So I think it's pretty obvious what's happened. The vaporizer, because it's an LPG, it has a big LPG tank on the back, has frozen up, which means there's no warm water going through it, because I assume that this pipe here that comes off the water pump and this one that comes off the back of the head sends warm water through it to stop it from from freezing up, but it's not working. So all I can think is the thermostat is open and not shut, because the water pipes on the radiator are warm. So what's happening is the water's taking the easiest route through the big main hose system and not coming up to here. So what I've done is I've put some more grips on the hose in the hope that it'll force some of the water to come this way through here and stop it from freezing up, because I can't shut the doors and I can't push the stacker truck, and I've got to go and get the winkless. So yeah, trying, and it's gone cold as well. It's gone really I think it's going to be a frost tonight. It's Wednesday morning, ladies and gentlemen. I thought, morning Dean.
Hey Andrew.
Oh, what a happy guy. Happy guy coming to work in the morning. It's a bit fresh. I said it was going to be frosty, didn't I? Got the old LT warming up there. Yeah, the flywheel falling off it, rattling away. Anyway, we just hope that Andy turns up. I'm going to start the stacker up now and start emptying the container, because that container needs to be moving today, or ready to move at least. That's the grand plan. Andy's going to continue in here. We're going to get him to take the roller shutter door off the front of the building and finish taking that bench down, and then we can get to Leafy Cheshire and sort everything else out. Okay, chaps, got quite a lot of stuff out of the container. That's the compressor and the TS3. Loaded a fair bit into the back of the van. That's obviously the engine that's going to be getting collected soon, hopefully. Look at the graft. Mate, I know it's we've had a few problems this morning. I tried to persuade Andy to use the computer to upload the Anglesey video, but unfortunately it's not happened. That didn't take long, did it? Now this, the relevance of all this is, Andy, this is going to go straight into the back of my big red van with all the dyno control on it. So we've got the on-off buttons and my dyno load buttons there. Isn't that clever? Yeah.
Genius.
Okay, we're just about finished achieving at St. Retford site. This is what's this you found on the roof, Andy?
Yeah, it's 15 milli pipe, that.
15. Is that any good to you? Could we use that to?
Thing that I found.
Could we use that on the new building?
New building.
Oh wow, recycling, mate.
Yeah. Do you remember when we put this all together and made it dead nice?
Yeah.
Remember when it was like all went in and it was.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now look at it. It's just time, mate. You can't maintain everything, or some things. Stacker's been doing us proud. Now it's defrosted itself and we've got the water going through the vaporizer properly. This is the back end of a Sierra XR4x4. I hope it's not rotten. Oh, it's frozen. That's why I can't move it.
Mate, it's nice that. You can stick it straight on eBay. Could have that. It's nice.
Do you know what, mate?
Come and get that. Bang it in your garden.
I think I did all this before the kids came along. I was so excited. It's that green Escort there that's been sat there unloved forever. I was going to make myself a four-wheel drive Escort Cosworth, and this was the running gear for it, because this is a four-wheel drive Sierra, and that's all an Escort Cosworth is basically a Sierra running gear inside a Ford Escort Mark 5 shell. So I thought, great, put the pram in the back, Sierra Cosworth. Never happened though, like everything else in my life. Just, oh mate, everyone feels sorry for me. Oh, there's some bitumen for repairing.
Yeah, put the bitumen, that's for your repair. You need that. Don't sell that on eBay.
No, that's to repair the roof, that. So this is the front. It was a minute when I put it up there. It's not actually that bad, you know. It could still be a project for the future, this. But, yeah.
Stick it on eBay, see if anyone will have it.
I don't think there's any... People...
For parts not working.
I was having a discussion with Lee about this. People don't do what they used to do, you know. You used to go on any road in Sale and you'd find a man with a Capri on ramps and he'd be fitting a gearbox up.
It never looked like this. There's quite a lot of welding.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. Anyone the tunnel, and I cut it deliberately so that all the suspension mount points remained intact, if you get me. So I've got all the subframe and everything all underneath here, so that I wasn't changing the geometry in any way. I was just basically making it a four-wheel drive Escort. It may still happen, Andy. There may still be time in my life yet to do it. So, you know, with your help, I think I could achieve it.
You reckon?
Do you want to do a partnership deal on it? You can drive it on a Sunday.
I'll do a partnership deal. I'll list it on eBay. You deliver it.
He's just not singing my song at the moment, my mate. Right, let's get to Leafy Cheshire with the load. Look at that, we're full of toolboxes. Okay, chaps, I thought I'd give you an update. I've nearly emptied the van. We've got imp engines absolutely everywhere. Andy, bless him, what a grafter. He's proper putting a graft in at the moment. Fair play to him. In here, I'm really pleased to say that I've modified the engine stack. Andy was a bit dubious, but I put some safety ties around them. These are all like engines that need to come apart. So I made a little pile there. I was dead pleased with that. Just really good usage of space, because we have started to run out of space, which really concerns me, you know, because at one time I thought we were going to have plenty of space and loads of room to work around everything, you know. Obviously no more progress with the ramp, unfortunately, but tomorrow I think we've got the pleasure of Bernie, as he's cut Big B for Bernie, so hopefully he's going to power this up. I bought some fresh oil and we can have a move around, get the car with the ramp and out of the way. I just heard some production in there. How's it going, Andy? Sugar.
Sure.
You okay, mate? It's looking,
Yeah, great.
looking good in here. Look at mate, that leg isn't straight.
That's what's wrong with that.
Oh my goodness.
I thought if it was like that, you can put your
Oh right, yeah.
toolbox. So
Yeah. No, I know you're only pulling my leg. He's a perfectionist. Yeah, so we've actually scrapped the idea of the heater being there because Andy pointed out something that was quite, you know, I hadn't spotted it being not very. Oh, what, mate? Whoa. Is that in now? Yeah. Mate, I've gone deaf. So the heater was going to go there, but
how's the video going, Andy?
yeah, really badly because of you. Because of the heat that radiates from it and the wood. Andy pointed out that it probably wasn't the most intelligent manoeuvre to put it there. So,
ISO standards.
Right.
Something to do with wood next to
heat.
heated metal things.
Yeah, so
It's a shame, yeah.
we're going to just have a fan heater because we've got a sealed roof, so it shouldn't take much to heat this place, crikey. And I'm not really fussed about the cold, to be honest. It is a bit of a pain, but we'll get over it. Anyway, it's looking really good, that, Andy. And yeah, I'll stop recording and leave you to it. Okay, a little quick update. I've emptied some boxes, so those are going back to the workshop to be filled up. And yeah, Andy's been doing a grand job in here. He's really shaped today. Very grateful for his help. That there is something I've got to personally tackle. That's my little nut and bolt drawer, and I'm determined to get rid of it. But I do enjoy the little nut and bolt drawer. It doesn't come in handy as much anymore. There was a time in my life it was quite important to me, but most of the things are just new now, so we don't have to worry about stuff like that. But Andy has been flat out. Let's have a look in here. Look at that. We've got my drawers back in there. My drawers in there. Everything's in the same order it used to be.
Oh, I saved you a screw.
Well done,
Put
mate.
that in your box.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. We just want straightening. I'll clock it up in the lathe. Mate, tell me about this bit of recycled bit you've done here.
Well, I just put it there.
Where have you got that silicone from?
Oh, that's recycled silicone. It's a new thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think
Really,
we might be able to stretch through a new bit for that. I'm going to clean all the tops. I might even try and find the green paint because you put that leg on back to front and I've got a big bald patch at the front. Unbelievable.
Are you going to scrape off all this? There's like chewing gum on underneath, like it's like a screw
No,
desk.
that's
It's
the
like
That's what it is. It's the first bit of the grey glue that comes out the tube.
Right, okay.
It has like a protector on it, like grease almost on the outside. So you have to wipe it off. So I think I've just wiped it under the bench for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all back there, so you'll feel at home.
It's looking awesome, mate. Well, it's not awesome, is it? It's just
It's looking amazing. We need them tiles on there, don't we?
Oh yeah, I'll dig the tiles out next.
Yeah.
Well, you've only got an hour to go, Andy. So brilliant, good progress, mate. Well pleasing, thank you. You've got any last words you want to say to your brother who's watching this or anything?
Why are you watching this? Haven't you got anything better to do?
Okay, it's end of play on Wednesday. I've just been taking all my spanners off the shadow board and my stereo down. Filled a few boxes here, all bits and pieces in. That's in here, virtually done now. My teddy. Found a few things that made me chuckle. This was something very nice that a customer and a friend, Keith and Mary, did me a happy Christmas with a picture of me old hot stocks on. And I kept the card. What a cracking card. And then I found another picture as well. Look at that. That's my mate Joe there, my mate Shauno. You can't actually see how scared I am in that picture, but I was. Anyway, nearly there. We're going to call it a day. Get all these boxes filled up in the morning when Andy arrives. And then we'll be on our way to Leafy, Cheshire, and hopefully get some more progress there. Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday morning. Just moved the big red van round and half blocks off the gates so we can get loading up. Now, I've had a bit of a chat with myself. And this is my mate, Paul. Paul's going to come to Leaving-do, aren't you, Paul?
I might 50-50, I might do.
Excellent. Well, I'll give you some details later. Paul's been the gardener and responsible for keeping this place tidy in all the years. Paul, I just wanted to say I'm going to really miss making you a brew every 2 weeks.
But don't worry about it.
I'll get over it. Are you still going to come and do my garden?
Yeah, well, I was just going to have a word with you, actually, just to say, well, look, just, keep in touch and give us a couple of weeks' notice as and when.
Mate, I'll keep in touch.
You want...
Best gardener. Scissor, what do they call you? Green fingers or scissor hand? I can't remember. Let's look at them mitts. Look at them grafting hands.
Scissor hands.
This man never stops. What a grafter.
Bitten, there the other week.
Yeah.
You
lucky bugger.
It swelled up.
Did it?
You see how it's still a bit red there?
Yeah, being midgy or something, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing. I didn't get any thorns or anything stuck in it. It was just bitten.
Just bitten. Lucky boy. It's like my new stacker truck. Cool, isn't it? I was just telling the viewers that you see that container there. I've been looking at moving it to the new unit, but because it's got a big hole in the side where I made access for the ramp to fit, and the roof is also rotten, I'm just going to scrap it. And I was going to buy a new container to put at the new unit, but look at
is it one of those old shipping type containers?
Yeah, it's a shipping container. You can buy a one-use one for about 1,800 quid plus of that. But
a new one or something?
Yeah, it's like they call it a one trip. It's been over the sea once, so
right.
it's like new. But I'm not going to bother. No.
Salt water.
No, they don't. It doesn't seem to bother them one trip. But it's when they're like 20 years old like that one that they get knackered. But
I don't know whether or not you watched that. It was on last night, but it was like House of the Air, Kevin Cloud, Grand Designs.
Oh no, don't watch TV.
A few years ago, it was up near you. They did a house a few years ago up in Hale.
Oh right.
From the ground up.
Yeah.
I think they knocked one down. The couple that had bought it, the family that bought it, they knocked it down and built it from the ground up. It was on your doorstep practically. But he did a one of these. I think some guy in Ireland had built a house through shipping containers, and they stacked them up and cut them and fitted them together, and it was quite good.
What great reuse. Well, I don't think there's one that one. It's well rotten.
Pretty much. I think they were They might have been used once, or they might have been brand new.
Yeah. My friend bought one, a one-use one, and it was really good condition. But we're not going to go on that road. We're going to get rid of the scrap, and then we don't need the container, and it's just one less thing to have hassle. I'll scrap it. That's what I'll do. Or I'll off it to Nico, I think. Right, we're going to over and out, Paul. Thank you.
Right.
Let me know when you want a brew.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to do it now and then?
I'll do that for you right now, mate.
If I just collect this up 5 minutes.
Just whenever you're ready. Just come and knock on the door.
Do it now and then get us out of the way, because I'm not going to be here forever.
No worries. Update, chaps. I was going to say this before. The other day, it was -3 on the way to work. Today, it was 13.5 degrees. It's a bit of a odd climate in it, in the space of 2 days to warm up that much. As a result, everything is sweating. We've got the shelves out of the container, emptied all them. We have been very busy this morning. Andy's in here breaking things. No, not really. He's took all the shadow boards off the wall there, all ready to go in the van. And it's looking like an absolute tip. How's it going, Andrew? Are you okay?
We're all good, yeah. You got your hot water system and a carrier bag.
Oh, excellent, mate. I can't wait. Brilliant. Oh, it looks kind of like we've finished in here now, doesn't it? I can't wait to get my 1951 Cannon cooker. All TFR. I'm going to do that tomorrow, I think. And take it to the new unit because I am a cheese on toast connoisseur. This is the same cooker, I'm pretty sure it's the same cooker as my granny had. And it's brilliant for doing cheese on toast because you can see what's going on, you know, when it starts to bubble, you can spin them round and get them really uniformly cooked. So I'm excited to get that out. I'm not sure what the new landlord's going to make
Do you
of
want
it.
to just get a toaster off Free Cycle?
No, electricity, mate, this is the way forward. You never had proper cheese on toast, have you?
Mate, I always make cheese on toast under the grill.
Yep. Is it a low one down there? Like,
Yeah.
You can't see what's going on unless you get down your knees. You need to make sure you don't burn one edge, you know? So you've got to spin it.
Serious.
You've got to tender to it. To make it correct anyway. Right.
Chef, man.
We'll leave that at that. And the fridge can come as well. This man with a very nice Snap-on toolbox.
You haven't seen me with one.
Have you just bought that off a Snap-on van?
Friends who's asking.
Christmas tree. Is it your dad's Christmas present?
Is he? No, definitely not.
Mate, you're looking a bit slim. How's the weight loss going?
Yeah, it's alright. I just feel a bit poorly these days.
Yeah, lack of energy. You've got to go through that, mate. It'll get better, honestly.
Yeah, so.
Come summertime when the sun comes out, you won't feel as bad.
I might just summer. I'll just be full women everywhere.
How much have you lost now? Well off your
Over
face.
5 stone.
5 stone?
Yeah.
Mate, that's probably worth about half a second a lap on the oval, you know.
It might be, but I've lost my corner weight, haven't I?
Inside weight.
Yeah.
Put some more water in that big steam tank.
That's it.
Right, nice one.
I'm going doing a bit.
It's a bit noisy here. It's a Thursday evening. Green van's still looking half presentable. Got the digger going up and down, making a roadway outside because that apparently is going to be a paint shop and it's going to spoil my lovely view of, I think it's Manchester. Don't know actually. Somewhere anyway. Very nice view. Anyway, we're coming in here. Andy and Bernie have been working absolutely non-stop. Andy's put a new water pipe in. That comes in there. Is it 22 mil, that, Andy, or something? 25 mil, so can have a shower apparently. Bernie looking after his tools, always a good sign when a man looks after his tools. Has done me proud. He's virtually wired in the ramp, but we're to here. From here, all the way up there, all the way over the top, all the way to there. So that's good. I wasted lots of time because I lost the mechanism and the video that I took of how this all works, because this is an old Bradbury ramp. It's purely mechanical. It has like a spring and a plunger and a release pin. And anyway, I lost the video, so I had to Google it, which lost me about an hour. But anyway, we've still achieved, so that's the main thing. Just coming here, Andrew. I'm just praising you, mate. I'm not being nasty. We've had.
Come on, what you slagging off now?
No, we've had no disasters.
No,
we've not fell through anything
today. No.
No, I've had a visit from a subscriber who was just passing by. A guy called Chris, a racing instructor. How good's that? Andy, I've just got a little qualm. I came in here before and I just noticed that.
Yeah, well, you're going to fill that with like 3,000 little plastic things full of nuts.
I know. Oh, right. Okay. So it will sit flat.
It'll sit flat with
It's
you
just.
on the-
I'll have to. How am I going to get to sleep tonight, though? Have you thought about that?
I hadn't thought about
No, sugar. I hadn't thought about that.
that. I hadn't thought about that.
I've still not tackled my nut and bolt drawer. But we've got my shadow boards on the wall, which is where all my tools hang. It's feeling home from home, this, you know, Andy.
Yeah.
Got my spare gear ratios for my jackknife box. Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to put the 1951 Cannon cooker right there. And then we're going to experience the best cheese on toast in the world. Got hot water as well, look at that. Can wash our mitzies now. Andy, I'll just carry on. I'm going to carry on praising you in the other room, Andy. Can I just say what a nice top you got on there? Put everything in the red van, mate. We're going back in the red van.
Are these available still?
They were limited order. We can. You'll have to visit my new website when it gets up and running, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was telling you it was, I don't know if you can see the rain on the side of the wall there. It was like -3 2 days ago, and it's 14 degrees today. And we made the mistake of, it started to condensate up, so I said, oh, we'll open that door. But of course, what it meant that the cold air was coming through it, or the warm air, should I say, and the walls were stone cold. So it just condensated on the walls. So we could do a dehumidifier before everything goes rusty, but we won't make that mistake again. This room here, we've now got the shelves out of the container in here, so I'm going to wire brush them, give them a liquid grey paint, and then that'll be them all sorted. We'll get some more stuff on them. So I think that's about it. We're just saying, see if we can catch a word with Bernie before we go. Bernie? Oh, we've lost him. He's gone. Where's he gone? Oh, here he is. The main man. Bernie, I was just going to say thank you very much for your hard work today.
You're welcome again.
You're absolute diamond. I'll see you Monday perhaps, eh?
Monday.
Is that all right? If anything else crops up, just bell me, you know, not a sweat. We'll work it out.
No problem.
Top man. We'll get that ramp working and we'll get the Hillman on it. That'll be the exciting bit. I've got my new oil ready to pour in it. I've wiped it all out so the tank's clean. So got my hydraulic oil. All the bottom of the tank is clean. Oh, you can't actually see it. There you go. Should be good. That should be a good ramp, that I reckon. Good morning, chaps. It's Friday morning. I've just opened the door. The reality kicked in. Look at the state of the place. It's empty. Anyway, I'm on my own today. Got no help, so that's good because I need to sort a few things out at the other place in Leafy Cheshire. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick tidy up, and we're going to take some photographs of stuff that I've got outside that I want to sell. Get it on eBay this weekend cheap, see if we can shift it. And then we'll head up to Leafy Cheshire because we've got a dinner date with Bob today. We're going for a pie. We're going to get some pies in. I'll have to show you these pies. They're absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'll crack on. We'll get the steam cleaner out, get that floor pan clean for the Sierra, get it photographed ready for eBay. And then we'll just see where we end up. Hopefully we can leave here by 10:30. I thought I'd tell you what this was. This is obviously the old dyno window into the other room. And I used to stand here and dyno everything. This was my throttle control that I made. I don't know if I've ever talked about it before, but it was obviously something out of I think it was out of an XC back in the day when I worked at Bob's, and I thought I'd use that as my umbilical cord to control the throttle on the dyno. And obviously I've got me on and off buttons for my load, just some ignition switches there. So the idea of doing this is I've disconnected the wires and just put some paint marks on them. I'm going to pull the loom through there, and then when we get to the dyno going in the back of the red van, I'll be able to put that table at one end of the van, and we can just operate straight from there, just like we used to, basically. A bit of space for my computer and stuff. And then just trying to make it as simple as possible so that we're not without a dyno for very long, because obviously no work can go out the door until the dyno's up and running again. But we're not going to think about that for now. We're going to think about everything that's in front of me and worry about that when it comes to it. I'm having a chuckle to myself here, chaps, and I thought I'd better share it with you. This was a Sierra XR4 before, many moons ago. I cut it all up in an excited stupor, thinking I was going to make a four-wheel drive Mark 5 Escort. I even bought a Mark 5 Escort estate, which is now residing over there, to put the floor pan in, because it would have been a great project. But realistically, the job and life has got so busy that I don't think I'm going to be able to achieve this. So I'm going to take the steam cleaner to it, get some of this muck off it, and see what's left. And then we'll get all the subframe and put it in front of it, photograph it all, stick it on eBay, and hopefully someone with a bit more go in them and a bit more youth potentially will buy it and turn it into the Andy dream it should have been. I am absolutely blown away by the fact that when the moss came off this, when I steam cleaned it, there was actually a floor pan underneath. I thought it'd be really rotten. It doesn't look that much worse than when I put it up there like 5 years ago. So what I've done is I've just got all the bits of Sierra, the four-wheel drive system at the front, and the hubs, the drive shafts and the prop shaft, and the rear axle assembly. Jack pinched the limited slip diff out the back of it, as you can imagine, for one of his bangers. So he did pay for it, so I can't really knock him. So what we'll do is we'll get some pictures of this now and put it on eBay, and hopefully someone will relieve me of all of this wonderful Ford, what can we call it, time absorber. Right, Stuart has very kindly offered to drop me off at the workshop. You might, Stuart, you're like a hooligan, mate. Let it warm up. You crazy cat. This is Stuart's Jaguar. What is it, Stuart?
F-Type.
F-Type?
F-Type.
Mate, what's the engine?
V6S, supercharged, four-wheel drive.
And it's four-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Mate,
WD.
it well picks its feet up, doesn't it? No, don't. Please let it get warm.
It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to be kind to these things.
How have you had this one, mate?
About 5.5 years, I think.
5.5 years.
Yeah.
It's a beast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are they expensive? Looks expensive.
To be honest,
A lot of car for the money. Is that what you're going to say?
a lot of car for the money. It's 10 years old now.
Yeah.
It was 5 years old when I got it.
What do you think it's worth in today's money?
24,000.
24. Just held the value quite
I paid
well.
just over 30 for it 5 years ago.
Yeah. Is it like aluminium and all the rest of it?
Yeah.
Drives quite nice, and it's quite firm.
It's firm, yeah. If you put it in sport mode, the suspension all tightens up.
Has it got like electric suspension on it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can go into all this. You can have a play yourself.
No, God, no. I'll break
You
it.
don't have to do it. You can just see the stuff.
Yeah, no.
Dynamic eye.
Oh wow. No. It's already too complicated for me. I struggle with manual adjustment.
Only in dynamic mode, so we go in that. Hang on. Then the dash goes red.
All right.
Into,
It goes red like anger, danger.
yeah. And then look at all this. You can set your suspension.
Oh my goodness.
You can have G-force meter, lap timer. Look at it all.
Oh mate. It's all distractions, isn't it?
Yeah. I never use any of this stuff.
Wow. Well, we've got a little
suspension,
treat.
steering, engine.
Oh my god.
Set up factory gear shift.
We've got a little treat for you,
Paddles.
Stu. We've got a pie coming.
Oh right, well that'll do nice.
Yeah, we'll get a pie for you. I've just had a bad do because Stuart very kindly offered to store one of my scrap Audis until I'm sorted out the new unit. So I went to drive it into the barn, and I thought, I'll get my laptop out first because I'm taking that, and I put it at the side of the car. And then I thought, oh my good God, slow down! Oh mate, you're getting revenge from Alton Park in the Rover, aren't you? Oh, look at the smile on your face. It's wet, you know.
AWD.
Oh my God. Anyway, oh no, it's 30 for a reason. So I thought I'll reverse the Audi into the space in the barn. That'll be a clever thing to do. I'll be able to get out of it and I'll be able to close park it to the car next to it, and then reversed over the laptop. So that was my bad do for today. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off because I need to cry after that little experience. Look at you, love it. Oh, crazy time. I was worried about missing out on the Chapati Corner in Cheetham Hill, but this place, JD's Bargain Warehouse, the pies in here, absolutely stunning. Just tell me, how good is that?
Very nice indeed.
It's a good pie, that, isn't it?
Worth the wait.
It's worth the wait. I just can't believe you're back already. It's been like 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Hour and a half tops.
This morning I ran over my laptop. This is me going Anglesey back in 2002. I cracked all the screen. Stu, where'd you take it? Your pal's place?
Microbits.
Microbits.
On Gainsborough Road in Warrington.
It's fitted a screen, £85 fixed. Mate, that's amazing. I can't believe the efficiency got me back in business straight away.
There you go.
Mate, it's not been the best of production days. I've managed to do one shadow board and get a few bits on there, and I've done some of my gaskets over there. That's it. And then I think I'll come back Sunday night and carry on tidying. But yeah, mate, that's amazing. Thank you very much. Do you reckon you'll be able to convert that stick onto YouTube for me?
I'll have a go.
Top man.
Leave it at that.
Leave it with you. Thank you. Congratulations, YouTubers. You've made it to the end of Shrigleytube TV. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Got a right treat for you now. Now, I can't often click on and watch something for the end, especially 3/4 an hour long, but this was a brilliant video. It's all the way from back in 1980, October 1980. It's Eaton Park Rally Sprint, top drivers, top cars, and it's all commentated by Murray Walker. So It's just absolute TV gold. It's Grandstand, basically, what was on ITV back in the day. And it's brilliant. I mean, I wish it was this good now. How we've gone so far backwards, I don't know. I mean, the whole format of the event, they do a rally sprint one way against the clock, then the other way, and then they put them in brand new RX-7 Mazdas round Donington Park for a sprint race, 20-minute sprint race. And it's just, and they all get points all the way through. And you'll see the winner anyway. Absolutely brilliant. My favourite driver out of all of them was Tony Pond. Just legendary driver, absolute a man of skill. Anyway, I won't go on too much. I'll let you get on with the video. It is absolutely brilliant. I found it brilliant. I hope you find it brilliant too. Take care, and I'll see you next Sunday at 7.
On this unique event is number 1, the reigning world champion in Grand Prix, Alan Jones, in Tony Pond's TR7 V8 car, which produces some 298 brake horsepower. This isn't entirely new to Alan, because he has driven in this event before. In fact, he drove last year, and he's on the fastest part of the course now, over the crest. He approaches a yump very shortly, where the whole car will take off. But Alan taking it comparatively steadily. Now, this is starting into the tricky bit here. Got to set the car up very carefully indeed. And don't forget that Alan, being a Grand Prix race driver, approaches the water splash. And this is where the TR7 had trouble last year, because on 2 occasions when Alan Jones and Per Eklund was driving, the engine was drowned, but they seem to have overcome that problem this year. And Alan Jones, as I was saying, is very strange to this sort of going, except for the time that he drove last year. And it's a very, very different technique, of course, to Grand Prix driving. This is the slippiest part of the course, and the course is very slippy because it's rained heavily overnight at Donington. And this field section here affords very, very little grip. But he's now back onto the track, approaching the straight. Now look at the times. You're going to get a split time. That is to say, that's the minute and the seconds. The split time was at the half distance. The clock will stop running, and it was 47.1 there. So now across the start and finish point, 1 minute 38.9 is the target time. Obviously Alan Jones fastest so far, being the first away. And the next man away after Alan Jones is Per Eklund, the Swedish driver, who drove the TR7 last year, but is in an absolutely unique car. This is the only car like it in the world. It is a Lancia Stratos with a V6 2.6 litre engine. And I say it's unique because this is the only right-hand drive Stratos in the world. It's Graham Warner's checkered flag car. And Per Eklund is ex-Saab works driver, driven for VW, for Fiat, for Porsche, for Volvo, and won the Escadafid rally sprint last year in the TR7. Now, this is a rear-engine car. Now, watch for the yump. You can see it's that light patch that he's approaching now. Watch it. Over, you see the tail flick up. Rear engine, rear drive, very narrow tyres. Now you're getting the contrast between a man who is used to this sort of thing, but he's missed a gear, he's missed 2 gears. He had to fumble twice with the gear lever to get it right, and Per Eklund will have lost a lot of time there. 41.7, if I remember correctly, was Alan Jones's 47.1 was Alan Jones's split time, and so Per Eklund is quicker at 45.9, just about 1.2 seconds quicker. That's the halfway point. Man who's done a lot of rally cross driving as well. Second in the Mintex rally in Britain last year. And Eklund has been going extremely well. He was third in the Thousand Lakes rally, which is one of the toughest rallies in the world this year. And he's a Triumph Works driver. But driving, as I say, the Lancia Stratos for a change. In fact, it's the first time he's driven, and it's not at all an easy motor car to drive. Alan's time, 1 minute 38.9, Alan Jones's time. So there we are, that's 4 seconds, 4.1 seconds off Alan Jones's time. That's the difference between a Grand Prix driver and a rally driver. Now, the next man, look at the car, look at the right-hand side of the car as you look at it. That's Jody Scheckter, the 1979 world champion, ex-Ferrari driver. He's just retired from racing, and today is Jody Schecter's last competitive event, this Eton-Yale rally sprint. And to celebrate it, he went off in a big way in practicing, stuffed the car into the woods, and very badly pushed in the front of it. And David Sutton mechanics have done a superb job on getting it ready. So, the fastest time so far, Per Eklund, 1 minute 34.8. Jody Scheckter over the tyres. Now, don't underestimate Jody Scheckter as he approaches the jump in this 255 horsepower David Sutton Ford Escort car. This is the car that Hannu Mikkola has won the two rallies in this year and is going to be driving in the RAC rally in November. And Jody in trouble, lost the engine. Oh dear, oh dear. It looks as though something has gone amiss in the rapid rebuilding of the car, because they may well have had to do something in the engine compartment in order to get the car straightened out. Anyways, you can see for yourselves the engine well and truly dead, and now the marshals, a lot of them, very enthusiastic bunch of people here at Donington today, push the car off the circuit. And so I guess that's a nothing run for Jody Scheckter. The next man up is Russell Brooks, as you can see, in the Talbot Sunbeam Lotus, the 1977 British Rally champion, who, like everybody, will be wanting to do well, but perhaps more than most, because Russell hasn't had a very good season. The best he's done was to finish third in the Welsh Rally. So the front engine, rear drive, 240 horsepower, Talbot Sunbeam Lotus approaches the jump, the light patch. You can see the car, expect to see the car take off here, just does momentarily. It's going a lot slower this way, of course, than in the other direction. And just to enable you to get the picture of the event clear in your minds, what happens, and we're looking at Russell Brooks flinging the Talbot Sunbeam Lotus about, is that the 4 Grand Prix drivers and the 4 rally drivers each do 2 runs over this simulated rally stage at Donington, one in this direction and the other in the reverse direction, and the split time, 46.4, is the second fastest so far, slower than Eklund, but not surprisingly faster than Grand Prix driver Alan Jones, and off! Oh dear, that shows you how very, very slippery this rally stage is. Russell Brooks then in trouble. Oh dear. And Russell will be a very, very unhappy man. The man who won the Manx Rally in 1979, who has twice won the Circuit of Ireland, onto an even slippier part of the course. And that's an indication, by the way, of how well Per Eklund was driving, because as a very tail-happy Russell Brooks goes off the field very shortly and back onto the circuit, I remind you that Per Eklund, who was fastest so far on the narrow-tyred, very powerful Lancia Stratos, was dealing with a real handful of a motor car. Russell Brooks now approaching the end of the run, round the left-hander here, getting the tail well out underneath the flag, and very, very slow time, of course. 20 seconds, more than 20 seconds off the pace, 1 minute 59.4 seconds for Russell Brooks. Now the next should be the most spectacular run of the day. Tony Pond, who has been doing extremely well. This is the same car that Alan Jones went up in, but Pond is very much the rally driver par excellence. First in the Manx stages this year, first in the Manx International, first in the Ypres rally, first in the Radio 5 rally in South Africa. And Tony Pond, and I've been over this stage with Tony in both directions today in this car, and I can tell you that it's a hair-raising experience from the passenger's point of view. Now, look for the split time, the fastest split time so far. That's the half distance point as they hit the water splash, and Pond really winding things up. 295 horsepower, the fastest split time so far, 45.9. And look how much quicker. So Tony Pond is 3 seconds faster at the halfway stage on this special stage section than the fastest man we have had so far, Per Eklund. 35-year-old Tony Pond on the grassy, slippery bit has driven Ford Escort, has driven for the Works Triumph team before this year, drove last year for the Chrysler team as it then was. He drives for Opel, he drives for General Motors, the Chevere car in South Africa, and this year has been doing, as I say, extremely well for British Leyland in this Triumph TR7 V8 car. And what a time! 1 minute 30.6, and that is 4.2 seconds faster than Per Eklund, the fastest so far. There is one of the greatest rally drivers of all time, the Finnish driver Hannu Mikkola, who was second in the World Championship last year and has already won the Mintex and the Scottish rallies this year and is rumoured to be driving for Audi next year. But here today in the David Sutton car that he's going to be driving, the Ford Escort in the RAC rally, and this is the car that Jody Scheckter had trouble in earlier on. And Jody Scheckter's going to get another run. There's been a quick discussion with the drivers and they've all agreed to Scheckter having another run because it was a mechanical fault and not a driver fault. But we can expect to see no driver fault in this run because Hannu Mikkola is the man who has twice won the RAC rally, won the World Cup in 1970, has won the Safari rally. Now his split time is slow compared with Tony Pond. Tony Pond 42.8, Hannu Mikkola 45 seconds. So it looks as though Tony Pond is very much the danger man for everybody else here at Donington today in this unique rally sprint event. Hannu Mikkola towards the end of the run, the man who has 5 times won the prestigious Thousand Lakes rally in his own home country of Finland, has won the Alpine rally, and is very much the professional rally driver. His target time, 1 minute 30.6, Tony Pond's time. And now he's still just got to go round this bend and then underneath the banner. He's already slower than Brooks and he stops the clock at 1 minute 34.4. That's just 0.4 of a second faster than Eklund, but nearly 4 seconds, in fact 3.8 seconds slower than Tony Pond. Tony Pond fastest then, Hannu Mikkola second, Per Eklund third so far. And now this could be a dark horse because Derek Daly, the Irishman, is a Grand Prix driver. He's driving Russell Brooks's Talbot Sunbeam Lotus, and it's going to be very interesting to see how his time compares with Russell Brooks, who took 1 minute 59.4 seconds, and you will recall went off the course and came to a standstill. So really, if Derek Daly can just keep going, the man who has driven in the Candy Tyrrell Grand Prix team this year, he should be faster than his teammate in this car here today, Russell Brooks, the rally driver. But as I said of another driver earlier today, don't underestimate Daly, because Daly's very good on this sort of thing. He drove in the Dublin Rally Sprint in 1978 and was sensationally fast through the water splash, and 45.4, that means he is third fastest on the split, faster than John Watson, behind Tony Pond, behind Mikkola, but Derek Daly, very, very quick indeed, and if he can keep it up across this slippery section, just nudging one of the bales there, no penalties. By the way, the fastest man on each leg of this simulated rally section gets 20 points, the second 18, and so on, down to 6 points for the 8th and slowest fastest. The 2 times, the 2 lots of points will be added together, and then there's this afternoon's race event for which they get double points. And Derek Daly now within sight and stops the clock at 1 minute 36.9. That is the fourth fastest, much quicker than Russell Brooks. Indeed, 23 seconds faster than Russell Brooks. A terrific time for Grand Prix driver Derek Daly. Well done. So here is Jody Scheckter, last man up. He's sportingly being given another run by his fellow drivers because, as I said, it wasn't his fault that he had trouble. And now Jody Scheckter, he has a target time, of course, of Tony Pond, but if he gets anywhere close to Pond, it will be absolutely incredible. So Jody's chief challenger must be the fourth fastest man so far today, Derek Daly, 1 minute, so his split time, 1:45.4 seconds. And that's at the halfway stage. And Derek Daly's the fourth fastest man altogether so far, 1 minute 36.9. Scheckter further on than he was first time round. He was very quick the year before last, Jody, 46. And that makes him fifth fastest at the split, but slower than Derek Daly, only 0.3 of a second slower than Daly, but never mind. Last competitive event in his long and meritorious career for the 1979 world champion in Formula One Grand Prix racing, with 113 Grand Prix behind him, and world champion in the Ferrari last year. Challenging Derek Daly's total time of 1 minute 36.9, and he's going well. Daly fourth fastest. Scheckter was quick in practice until he went off into the woods and stove in the front of the car. Not very far behind Derek Daly, 1 minute 37.1, and that makes Jody Scheckter fifth fastest. So at the end of the first rally run, with the reverse direction still to come, Tony Pond leading, and I should think he's going to be unbeatable. He was so incredibly quick on that first run. And the rally driver leads, Hannu Mikkola, rally driver second, Per Eklund, rally driver third. But the surprise of the day so far, those fourth and fifth positions for Grand Prix drivers Derek Daly and Jody Scheckter. Alan Jones and John Watson in sixth and seventh places, Grand Prix drivers, and the slowest, tragically for him, now John Watson, seventh fastest in the opposite direction. The Lancia Stratos V6 rear engine, rear drive. John, of course, is used to a rear engine car, but a very different one, the Marlboro McLaren. Some 500 horsepower he's used to handling through slick tires, but on road and not on slippery rally stages. Two pole positions behind him in his Grand Prix career, including one at Monaco. And a man who's driven for Surtees, Penske, for Brabham, for McLaren. 10th in the 1980 World Championship. Looking forward to 1981 because it wasn't the best of years for John Watson this year. Now the split, 50.4, which is much faster than Russell Brooks. 1.6 seconds faster than Russell Brooks. So Grand Prix driver John Watson in the Lancia Stratos, quicker than rally driver Russell Brooks. Oh, that's lost him a bit of time. Not all that much though. Now watch him as he gets onto the quickest part of the course. Approaches the yump. Watch the back of the car come off. It'll be nose light here. Yes, up goes the back. This is very quick. Down through the gearbox, flick it out. Yeah, he's got the technique right there. And compared with Russell Brooks' time of 1 minute 34.9, John Watson is quicker, 0.4 quicker, 1 minute 34.5, fastest so far. Grand Prix driver, the world champion, Alan Jones. His time in the other direction, 1 minute 38.9. third fastest of the 4 Grand Prix drivers. This is the car that has been fastest so far in the hands of Tony Pond. Alan Jones had a lot of trouble last year in the rally sprint because repeatedly when the TR7 V8, which he and Per Eklund were sharing, went through the water splash, the engine drowned and the car stopped. But they've had no trouble with it at all this year. John Davenport, the British Leyland rally team chief, is here today to see that all goes well, and it's going very well indeed for Tony Pond. Alan Jones then, 10 Grand Prix victories, 6 of them this year in the Saudi Leyland Williams car. Now the split, 52.8, slower than Watson and slower than Brooks. Third fastest so far. Total time, fastest so far, John Watson, 1 minute 34.5. 295 brake horsepower, and this car is set up for the RAC rally, which happens in November. Now the quick bit, over the crest, approach the yump, and it is there. Much flatter on the yump than was the Lancia Stratos. Weight distributed differently, of course. The last bend of the second rally stage that Alan Jones has done, his time, 1 minute 37.6, makes him third fastest, slowest so far. And there, on the right-hand side of the car as you look at it, albeit a left-hand driving position, 1979 world champion, his last competitive drive, he says, ever. Maybe he will take part in some minor events, but Jody Scheckter decided to give his many British fans a treat by seeing him take part in his last competitive event here in Britain. And it's in Hannu Mikkola's David Sutton Ford Escort, 255 brake horsepower, into the woods in rallying, straightened out by the David Sutton mechanics. And Jody Scheckter put up a good time in the other direction, 1 minute 37.1. 10 Grand Prix victories, 3 pole positions, 3 wins and 3 second places last year. But the best that he did this year was only 5th place, 51.7, and that makes him second fastest on the split on this run, second only to John Watson, who is fastest so far. So Jody Scheckter's going well. Fastest time over the complete run that we have had is 1 minute 34.5 by John Watson. And now the yump, up, over, nice and flat, windscreen wipers going, the washers going. 1 minute 34.5, the target time, and he could do it. It's a quick one. Jody Scheckter could be quickest, and he just failed to be, but second fastest. Third fastest, 1 minute 34.5 John Watson, 1 minute 35.1 Jody Scheckter. Slowly up to the line comes the bearded Swede Per Eklund, 33 years old, wears glasses, and he was third fastest in the reverse direction run. Only 0.4 of a second slower than Hannu Mikkola. Eklund then driving for the first time in his career a Lancia Stratos, very different to the Works Triumph TR7 V8 that he has been driving with considerable skill and success, third in the Thousand Lakes Rally this year. And the times for split so far, fastest we have had on this run, John Watson in this car, 50.4 seconds. Rally ace, Per Eklund, comes from Arvika, stops momentarily, that won't have helped. Very, very slippery, that bit. Difficult to get the traction. 50.4 his target. That's for the split, the halfway point. Watch for the water splash, and that's the split. And he's fastest at the split so far. Faster than his teammate in this car, Grand Prix driver John Watson. And it sounds to me as though Eklund is having gear selection problems. He's, as I said, strange to this car. Now, the fastest run that we have had so far in this direction, John Watson in the Lancia Stratos, Grand Prix driver, 1 minute 34.5. Eklund faster at the split in the same car. Watch at the yump. Up comes the tail, much higher than any other car, of course, with the engine at the back. Now the last bend, the right-hander, and he's going to be much quicker than Watson. This is going to be the fastest run so far. Indeed it is. 1 minute 31.3, and that's 3.2 seconds faster than the previous fastest, John Watson. On the first run, Hannu Mikkola there, the brilliant rally driver who has got so much success behind him in his long career, was only 0.4 of a second faster than Per Eklund, and Eklund has just become fastest on this run, 1 minute 31.3. So Mikkola has got to do a time of, I'm doing this mentally, 1 minute 30.9 to be equal on the two aggregate times, the aggregate of the two runs, with Per Eklund, who is fastest so far. This is one of the greatest rally experts in the world that we're looking at now. Second in the 1979 World Championship to the Swedish driver Björn Valdegard. The man who won, Hannu Mikkola here, the World Cup in 1970s, won the Safari Rally. He's driven for Fiat, for Volvo, for Lancia, for Toyota, for Mercedes, for Ford, of course, for Datsun and for Peugeot. That's how much experience he's got. Utterly unflappable. 49.4, second fastest at the split. Slower than Mikkola, so he's got to go very slower than Eklund. Mikkola slower than Eklund at the split. 0.3 of a second slower. So it looks as though Per Eklund, unless Mikkola can really pull something out of the bag on the stretch that he's on now, it looks as though Eklund is going to remain fastest until Tony Pond appears. Very clean, nice landing. His target is that of Per Eklund, 1 minute 31.3, and he was slower at the split. And that's how much quicker Mikkola was from the water jump to the finish, because he is now fastest on this run, with the fastest man only on the first run still to come, Tony Pond, and there he is. Tony Pond's time on the first run, there you see it, 1:30.6, and he was 3.8 seconds faster than the man that we have just seen become fastest on this run, this direction, Hannu Mikkola. 35-year-old Tony Pond from Fingest in Buckinghamshire. 12 years experience behind him. Autocross, sprints, rallies. Very fine motorcycle trials rider too, Tony Pond. And the fastest time over the first run by this man, 1 minute 30.6. His target on this run, the split, the fastest we've had so far, was Per Eklund, 49.1, so that's the target for Tony Pond. 49.1, up to the water splash. It's going to be a very close thing. He's fastest, 49.1, beat 48.7, the new fastest split time. Now his target, the fastest time over this run, Hannu Mikkola, 1:30.4. And if Tony Pond is faster, he is going to have scored 40 points. 20 points for the first run, 20 for the second, as he goes into the race later, where double points count. Up to the yump. 110 miles an hour it is up to the yump in this car. 1 minute 30.4 the target. He's going to do it. He's going to be fastest easily. And he's done it. 1.3 seconds faster than Mikkola, and Tony Pond, who was fastest on the first run, fastest on the second run, fastest on aggregate, therefore. This is to be a 10-lap race, and it's going to be the decider. And appropriately enough, in the last race of his career, Jody Scheckter, number 3 on the left as you look at the screen, is in pole position. And also on the front rank, on the right, is the reigning world champion Alan Jones, and sandwiched between them is John Watson. And so away they go into 10 laps, and these cars are all identical Mazda RX-7s with twin rotor engines that produce some 105 horsepower, and a lot of milling about as they go into Redgate Corner. And into Redgate Corner, it's Jody Scheckter in the lead, and off goes, that looks like
Tony Pond.
Tony Pond, the man who is leading after the special stages part of this event, off on the first corner, and look how far back he is. So watch for the light green car of Tony Pond as Jody Scheckter's my goodness, I thought Scheckter was losing it, and he has. Off he goes. And these cars, of course, are still on comparatively cold tyres, and Scheckter is dropping right down the field. And as they come up, round on the first lap into Hollywood, which leads into the Craner curves, and in the lead now as they go through, it's Alan Jones, the 1980 world champion, Australian Alan Jones in the lead, with John Watson in second position. Now, Alan Jones is bottom at the end of the special stages section with only 18 points. There's double points for this event. The winner gets 40, so all the drivers need all the points they can get. James Hunt.
Well, Tony Pond, who's leading the championship, in the green car right at the back in a barging match there. He was barging a bit down to the first corner, and he hurt his position quite a lot by going to the outside and then going off. But he's the man to watch for the championship at the moment. He leads, and he's coming back quickly. And Jody Scheckter, of course, made a pretty costly error there.
And a colossal barging match there between John Watson, the Marlboro McLaren Grand Prix driver, and Alan Jones, as a result of which John Watson on the second lap out of 10 has taken the lead. Watson in fourth position at the end of the special stages. It's Watson, Jones, then they go streaming through, and Pond is up into sixth position, and Jody Scheckter, who started off first, is in last place. The 1979 world champion in last place, coming out of the Redgate Corner, Hollywood, down to Craner curves, and Alan Jones extending his lead a bit on the second lap. But don't forget, all these cars are absolutely identical, all with 105 horsepower engines. John Watson leading 120 miles an hour along the fastest part of this course, which is down Starkey's Straight, which they're approaching as they come up to McLean's. Then there's a short straight into Coppice Corner, and Watson and Jones are pulling away from the rest of the field. So there's the first second, then and in third position it's Per Eklund, the leading rally driver. This is the second lap out of 10. The leading rally driver Eklund is in third position. Behind Eklund, it's the silver car of Hannu Mikkola. Hannu Mikkola, I think, is in fourth position. Yes, it is. It's Mikkola. But it's still very close, absolutely. And Jones trying to get through on the inside of Watson and taking the lead at the end of the second lap. Indeed he is. The world champion at the end of lap 2 leads just John Watson. So the Saudia Leyland Williams Grand Prix driver Alan Jones. And what do you think of Tony Pond now, James?
Tony Pond's moving up, but of course Jody Scheckter has now caught the group and is at the back there somewhere. I can't quite see where. One of the problems is it's very difficult for us to identify the cars.
Tony
Pond leaning on the other guy, putting himself in an awkward situation on the outside there. Yes, he's off.
He's off again. He's done it identically. And that's Hannu Mikkola spinning out, and Tom Wheatcroft, the circuit owner here at Donington, will be pretty unhappy about that. He's rightly proud of the fantastic grass verges he's got, and they're being very badly cut up. But the leaders are right there on lap 3. Alan Jones leading John Watson. Alan Jones with 18 points at the end of the special stages. John Watson with 22 points. And we're still watching the progress. If Tony Pond could get up amongst the midfield men, he could be in the position still to win. And Daly off. That number 8 is Derek Daly, and you can see he's
getting in big trouble
spinning
with the grass verges there from Wheatcroft. digging a big hole there.
Derek Daly now deciding the way to get back onto the circuit is to reverse back on. Having rolled his original car in practice and turning out in a spare car, we're looking now at the end of lap 3, coming down to the chicane. Jones leads Watson, world champion, leads the man who finished 10th in the World Championship this year, locking up the tyres. But I reckon the danger man for all of them is Per Eklund, because watch for car number 2 watch for car number 2, Per Eklund. There he is. Per Eklund, at the end of the special stages, is in 3rd position with 32 points, and he's in 3rd position in this race, and for 3rd position in this event you get 32 points. So Per Eklund could finish up with 64 points if he holds the position that he's got now. But Pond, look at the distinctive light green car of Tony Pond is again up into 5th position. He's just gone past Russell Brooks, the rally driver. So it's Grand Prix driver Alan Jones leading Grand Prix driver John Watson, in 3rd position rally driver Per Eklund, and there Jody Scheckter is starting to make some progress as we look at the leaders. As James says, it's very difficult to tell the cars apart, but John Watson leads. John Watson now in the silver grey Mazda RX-7 leads Alan Jones. Now let's see who is in 3rd position. We're on lap 4. It's Per Eklund and then Jody Scheckter. Jody Scheckter is up from 9, and look at that, he's nudging Per Eklund, and Per Eklund furiously dabs his brake lights at him as if to say you shall not pass, and Tony Pond is up with them. Now, this is great stuff.
Pond's car looks a little bit quicker on the straights than most of the others, so he's got a bit of an advantage there.
Well, there go Watson and Jones. Now, Tony Pond is challenging for 3rd position on the outside as they come down to the chicane, and it's a big nudge. It's a big nudge. Jody Scheckter is up into 3rd. Per Eklund is 4th. Tony Pond is 5th from the light green car. There goes Scheckter and Eklund, and the leaders go through Redgate, and we are on lap 5 out of 10. And it's still John Watson, 34-year-old John Watson, the 107 Grand Prix man, on lap 5.
Well,
and Pond has done
Pond
it
off
again.
into trouble again.
For the 3rd time, Tony Pond, having fought his way up to 4th position, has lost it, and he's got to start all over again. Now they're coming down. That's the Craner curves, then into the old hairpin. Where are the leaders? There they are, and it looks like Alan Jones is back again. Alan Jones, number 1, loses it, and John Watson goes through on the inside.
Wonderful stuff, isn't it? God, I wish all the Grand Prix was as exciting as this. We're furiously trying to calculate the overall position as well. Scheckter moving up into 3rd place, of course, has helped the Grand Prix drivers' cause. There's a fair bit of needle between the rally men and the racing driver men here. But Scheckter probably won't be popular with his colleagues for not pushing Eklund and Pond off as he went past them. I think that probably would have been their best chance to win this, because Eklund is still in a strong position, and if Tony Pond can get past these 2 cars, then of course he must be hot favourite for the championship.
Down to the end of lap 5, half distance. John Watson leading Alan Jones, and Tony Pond, it looks to me as Tony Pond in the background gained a place there. He's up into 4th position again, behind Per Eklund. Again he goes off. Really, Tony Pond is it's real rally sprint and rallying tactics that Tony Pond is employing.
I think he thinks he's in a rallycross.
Yes, devil take the hindmost, I reckon, is Tony Pond's motto in this race. And we're on lap 6, and Tony Pond is dropping back a bit. And really, if only Tony Pond could get past those 2 in front of him, I reckon he could be in with a chance of an overall win, because he is...
You know what I think we should do, Murray? I think the BBC should buy Tony Pond a Grand Prix car for next season and stick him in to entertain us. So they'll definitely liven the thing up.
Tony Pond has actually had a test in a Grand Prix Arrows Formula 1 car, and said he found it a very, very powerful piece of machinery. And there he is, and back again with the leaders on lap 6 in this 10-lap race, and it's Alan Jones. Now Alan Jones, as he ripples his tyres over the concrete bars on the outside of the circuit, as they come down to McLean's, is for the first time, I think, pulling out a discernible lead over the second place man, John Watson. Fastest part of the course, down Starkey Straight, which leads into the chicane again, and they're coming up to lap Derek Daly, the Irish Grand Prix Candy Tyrrell driver, who rolled his car in practice, and I wonder if Daly's going to move over and let them through. End of lap 6, Jones lapping Daly. Behind Jones in second place is John Watson. There is the third place man, who is
Jody Scheckter.
Jody Scheckter, yes. And Pond again is closing up on Per Eklund. Now, this is the corner where they're approaching, where Pond makes a habit of going off. Can he get through and get his nose in front this time? If he can, he might actually get round the corner, and that would make a change. Yes. This is the darting tactic, the harpoon manoeuvre. And he's kept it on the island.
Whoops.
Zips through. Well, this is more like stock cars, I reckon, than racing. James?
I think we should put him on a figure of 8 next time out. That'll be even more fun.
Lap 7, 10-lap race. Alan Jones leads John Watson. They've both, I reckon, now lapped Derek Daly. In third position, it is still Jody Scheckter. So the reigning world champion leads. The previous world champion is in third position. Between them, Grand Prix driver John Watson, and it's Grand Prix drivers first, second and third. And in fourth place is the first rally driver, Per Eklund. We are on lap 7 at the end of it. Scheckter. Now the leaders coming down the very quick Wheatcroft Straight. This is a 120-mile-an-hour section for these 110 horsepower Mazda twin rotary engine cars. Jones through, almost at the end of lap 7. Watson through. Derek Daly there has been lapped. This is Per Eklund in fourth, coming through. Now this is the battle for third position, and Pond is going through to take fourth. Per Eklund, number 2, 3, is in third position.
He's in fourth. We've got Jody. Jody's in between them.
Jody's third. And Pond is moving up. The green car, number 5, Tony Pond, is now in fifth position, and for fifth place you get 24 points. Add that on to the 40 he's got, that gives him 64, and that would put him in an unassailable position, because Hannu Mikla is not showing in this race, and Per Eklund was 8 points behind Tony Pond. So if Tony Pond can get ahead of Per Eklund, he's undoubtedly going to win overall. Per Eklund is number 2, Tony Pond is number 5, and they're virtually together. There is Eklund, number 2 on the left of your screen. This is the battle to watch. The leaders, of course, are still Jones and Watson. We are on lap 8. It's a 10-lap race. This is Jones leading and Watson second, coming through to complete. And now, Tony Pond, who won the 2 special stages of the rally in his Triumph TR7 V8, is in a position to challenge Per Eklund, and if he does, he will be unbeatable overall, provided he keeps it on the island, and he hasn't been too good at that so far in this race. What's your fancy, James?
Well, I think he's going to keep it on the island, because every time he goes off into the grass, with his rally experience, he seems to be able to control the car. Seems to be just about as quick on the grass as he is on the tarmac. Right,
now let's see what happens. Eklund and Pond battling for third, and this is Pond's opportunity, but Eklund takes the inside line. Still Jody Scheckter in third position, Eklund fourth, Pond fifth, and in sixth position it's Russell Brooks. Russell Brooks with this lot. This is lap 9, the last lap but one.
Yes, of course, the one thing the rally drivers have got to be very careful of is not to push themselves off and get in a tangle and leave things clear for the Grand Prix drivers.
Brooks is going through. Brooks is going through and taking Pond, and Pond mustn't let
Hey, there we go.
And now, well, that's it. The old pendulum again, the full spin.
He still has it.
And that's it. He's keeping it going. Now, this is going to be very interesting, because with Russell Brooks up into fourth position, Tony Pond goes down to fifth. That'll give him 24 points, 64 in all. Per Eklund is in third place, which will give him 32 points and add on to the third. If they're going to be dead heating, if they finish in the positions that they're in now, both Eklund and Pond are going to get No, it's Scheckter in third position. So Tony Pond, if he holds his position, will still win overall, I reckon. The old computer wheels are going on upstairs, I can tell you. But
well,
now,
Per Eklund's liable to finish with...
this is to be the start of the last
60.
lap. In a moment, the start of the last lap. Alan Jones is going to underline his world champion position by winning this race if he keeps going. Now, Russell Brooks is... No, there, number 8 is Daly being lapped. Behind him is Jody Scheckter. Ahead of him, no, sorry, still, there's Jones. This is the last lap. Alan Jones is going to get 40 points, and he already has 18 from the 2 legs of the special stages of the rally section, and that will give him, therefore, 60. And there's Scheckter and Brooks. Scheckter and behind in third position, Scheckter, and with Scheckter is Per Eklund. So the leaders are on their way now. They're on their last lap. Derek Daly is being lapped. The silver car in front is going to be lapped by number 3, Jody Scheckter. The world champion, if he can get through, will have lapped Daly and finish in third position. Now, where's Tony Pond in relation to Eklund? That's what really matters. There is Russell Brooks, who is in fourth position behind Scheckter. In fifth position to the right is number 2, Per Eklund. So Eklund is on his way to 24 points to add to the 32 he already has, and that will give him 56 points. Now, where is Tony Pond?
Well, Jones scores 58.
Tony Pond is in sixth position, 20 points will give him 60 in all. Tony Pond can still win. There he is, brilliant in the rally stages, brilliantly spectacular in this road race section, but not so good as far as finishing position is concerned. There is Jody Scheckter, through in third position, ahead of Derek Daly now. So Alan Jones has won. There he is, spinning out on his victory lap with John Watson going through. And there goes in third position Russell Brooks. Sorry, in fourth position, because Jody Scheckter is right there, and Tony Pond in the background. There's the result. Overall victory for rally driver Tony Pond.